What the heck? Yuri just freaking destroyed Monica. That's what she did. She just destroyed her.
She got me like.
What is going on, guys? This is Rage Logic here, and as always, I hope you all have yourselves an awesome day. And in today's video, we're back with some of this game, Doki Doki Literature Club. And I get we're at a different spot. Now, I have to explain something. Could have just went back. I recorded for an hour and a half, and I got a bunch of footage. Just finished 2 days. But the audio corrupted. The audio corrupted, so there was no audio at all, and I couldn't fix it. So I had to scrap the and my face cam lost about half an hour's worth of footage. So I had half a face cam, half game, no audio on the gameplay. So I decided to just scrap it all, and I know I could have just like went back and replayed it, but then like all my reactions and stuff are not gonna be genuine, so I don't see the point in going back anyways. But anyways, I'm gonna explain what happened. So basically, we read with Yuri. Yuri had a fun time, and we kind of got connected with her quite a bit. And Sayori, we kind of buttoned up her blazer and stuff. And Monica, she's been breaking the fourth wall left and right. First, she wrote a poem about hole in wall, where the end of it is what got a chill down my spine. Is when she said that she realized she's and on the inside, she hasn't been looking in, she's been looking out, and he on the other side is looking in. So pretty much she's on the outside, or she's on the inside looking out. She's in the game looking out at us, and us as him are looking at the game in. It's kind of weird. And then the second one she did, talking about pretty much her second poem, talking about a cacophony of meaningless noise and stuff like that. Pretty much talking about white noise, which if you go deadly quiet, you can hear kind of a little itty witty bitty faint but like ringing in your ears. That's what I hear anyways. But it's just like a high-pitched screech, or maybe it's like whenever the TV's staticky and going like white noise like that. And then there's all like the blacks and whites, all the different colors and blues and reds. But pretty much Monica's been breaking the fourth wall, and then Sayori kind of is making me a little worried with her Bottle of Dreams poem. Happy thoughts shattered on the floor, and her friends are now sad, and all she hears is echo, echo, echo inside my head. That's kind of got me a little worried at the moment for Sayori. And then whenever we walked home, she asked if Yuri were to ask me to walk home with her. I said, no, I would always walk home with you, Sayori, and you know, she's kind of hopefully feeling a little bit better. But anyways, that kind of leaves off where we're at now. I know I just said a couple things of the whole hour and a half, but the rest of it wasn't too important, as, you know, festivals coming up and stuff like that. So we pretty much got caught up a little bit on the main things that happened. So let's just go ahead, let's get this poem out of the way then. Let's go with variance, contamination of a wonderful, brightening, unrestrained, fallible ocean. Vivacious landscape to melancholy, vitality, eternity. What should I put here? Graveyard, controllable, after image. Well, that's a cool word, after image. I like that word. Dark. Wait, what is that? You? Infinite possibilities. Infinite anime. Infinite anime. Okay, I like that. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention she's been like taking piano. I feel like she's doing something in the background. She's already been breaking the fourth wall, so it's not gonna be too much of a surprise. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help us for the festival. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about just yesterday, Natsuki? Oh yeah, and we all shared our poems, and Natsuki's like, you better not make me do it. Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You're starting to sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Interesting request. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Whoa, wait. I know how she said it. Monica. Monica. Because it kind of sounds, Ika sounds like Inca. Ink. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. She just did it again! What is up with her? Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Yeah, see, like, there's something wrong with Sayori for some reason. I'm kind of worried about it. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Oh, you're spacing out again, huh? Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright I guess, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. I'm getting really worried about Sayori. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Malachi, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Oh, she's so upset. What is she so down all about? Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Malachi. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothers her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up the person of interest. I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Malachi. Oh, okay, I guess that could make sense, I guess. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. You're so funny, Malachi. Have you ever thought maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? she's cheerful because she's around me? Oh, okay, I get it. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Yeah, definitely. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering over the book. Yuri's staring at me again. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willingly share. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping it to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not a big deal. I was just feeling a little bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little bit off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't really want to admit it to me. Yeah, it's really worrying me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. What? Sorry, I didn't mean that at all. I didn't mean to say something stupid. Exactly what I said. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings, or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Malachi, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you all may know each other, or know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all, excuse me. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what she may be going through on the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviors today too, and I also feel some concern for her. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we have some reading? Or why don't we have some reading? That sounds pretty tasty. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I take some tea first? Not at all. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah, let's get it. Where are you two off to? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Malachi in club activities? Oh my god. Yuri is going off on Monica. My mouth gapes. What the heck? Yuri just freaking destroyed Monica. That's what she did. She just destroyed her. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Huh. Then let's go. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said
that, it made me feel so irritated.
What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting that, but it also is not right for Monica to judge people like that. Malachi, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Okay. We kind of... yeah. Obviously, Yuri was kind of thinking more highly of that. She was thinking of us more than a friend, I guess. Oh, we just kind of bursted an awkward bubble. That I didn't want to burst. Yuri lifts her head. Malachi, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yep. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Malachi, do you like oolong tea? I don't know what oolong tea is, but I do like some nice... Wait, what do you call it? But I do like sweet tea. Sweet tea is pretty nice. I have no clue what oolong tea is. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert or anything on tea. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even think I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries, I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because of my... okay. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Oh man. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each other holding half of the book. Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Oh man. My character's about to... Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Thank you for my oolong tea. I like oolong. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in the position that makes it even harder to focus. And why is that? Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't... Okay. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only assume, or I can only presume, that the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Aww. Look at this. Freaking read a book. It looks nice. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Okay, interesting. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused. Oh no! Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's like, what the world did I just do? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Alki. Sorry, hey, Sam, I am sorry. I guess I should have done that. Well, you were just helping. It's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. Oh, we're getting into it now. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths, just like every person does. I raise my arm. Like before, she parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath against my fingers. Oh, okay, everybody. Enough of this. You guys need to quit over there. We're not having fun time. Not in this classroom. Oh, god dang, dude, what the... Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Okay, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course I can. Why not? Okay, thanks. The spell's abruptly broken. I'm tired. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah, Yuri picks up the teacup from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up ever again. Sayori, you doing good? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Sayori, why are you so down? Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Oh, don't be like that. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. It's not really what I mean, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Malachi. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? Let's talk to Monica today. Hiya, Malachi. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would make me so happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'm not gonna read the poem in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she talks about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. But who knows what's going on in that head of hers? The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knew everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glowing in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceased to blow, I fall, and I fall out. I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay, I don't really understand this poem. I mean, the other two were pretty fourth wall breaking, and I could pretty much pick up what was going on in them poems, but this one I kinda don't really understand, unless it's talking about her being self-aware, and like she knows everything, she knows that it's a game and all that, which I'm gonna go off that. I'm gonna guess that that's what she's talking about. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I mean, you don't always have to write about sad things. Humans aren't two-dimensional. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. What the freak, girl number 3? I'm starting to see things. Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your poem because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. Meh, I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're at Yuri's level. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. Shush, little one. You know, Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean. Ugh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, don't just show it to me. I'll see what you got to say. Malachi, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. She's not used to, helping people write better, giving them tips, and they're actually, writing good. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri? Yuri smiles sadly. Malachi, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. And those friends don't laugh at me, they don't tease me for spacing out all the time, they don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Malachi. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. It's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Malachi. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. Yeah, screw them. You don't treat someone nice because of the way they act. It's like everyone has their own personality. You can, get to know their personality and get used to it and stuff like that. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Oh. Wouldn't you? If you put it in that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. This time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, the opposite of bliss, but beneath greasy rolling clouds and endless enigma. An endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. The one can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tides come. Will it gently lick your foundation until you give in? Will it sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yeah, we still build sandcastles. What does that say? Stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle and yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Something turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore, as if forward. Whoa, what is this? Something. Hold up. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Sorry, I couldn't read that for some reason. I'm aware that the beach is kind of and I am aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Figuring out, hold on a second. It's just me, or did you say something strange just now? What? You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. What? Yuri has not ever talked like that. Something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Anyway, we need to figure out... Stop avoiding it! Oh my gosh! She's literally straight up ignoring me whenever I ask about Sayori. It's so annoying. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I don't know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. You're the most talented person here, you know. Look, now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes at the stairs. Okay, pretty much what just happened is that they all just argued. We can go see Sayori. I'm gonna pick that. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No? Sorry, I didn't mean for it to be this difficult. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? I don't really know why Malachi picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you over the weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? Okay, so we're just gonna be exchanging numbers. I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You're gonna exchange phone numbers. Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I was just thought I'd be going to your house since I was a guest. I suppose that makes sense. If you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided to... Yep. I also need to make sure my room is clean. Okay. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some ways. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Malachi. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason why you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason, the most common sense. I chose you to help you because that's what I want to do. But, Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. Alright guys, I'm all out of time for this episode. So, this has been a really productive episode, and I really hope you guys enjoy. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you did like the commentary and you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button down below. And be sure to comment down below what you guys thought about this episode, because I thought it was a pretty good episode so far. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.